Awakening is a blessing. It's pure enlightenment, arcane knowledge, untold mysteries, unimaginable power. Awakening is a curse. It's all-consuming addiction, existential despair, desperate loneliness, dangerous hubris. Awakening is knowing you can do whatever you want, and then doing it. Damn the consequences if you like, but your damnation doesn't erase them. Bending reality to your will intoxicates you, but you're not the only one who can. Staring into the abyss frightens you, but if you can just learn enough and work hard enough, you can conquer even that, can't you? Welcome, Seekers. We are Vorpal Tales, and we perform terrifying tales and awesome adventures every day of the week, most days twice a day. If it's the mysteries of the dark and macabre that are your obsession, on Sundays we are playing Unknown Armies and Vampire the Masquerade. On Mondays, They Came From Beyond the Grave. On Thursdays, Alien the RPG. On Fridays, The Contagion Chronicle and Ravenloft. And on Saturdays, Simba Room on the Free League Twitch channel, and then back on our channel, Werewolf the Apocalypse. If it's the adventurous and fantastic that feature hubris, on Tuesdays we play Pugmire starting next week, and on Wednesdays, Fallout 2D20. Coming later this month, both Star Trek Adventures and Deadlands Reloaded. There are endless archives of occult secrets and lost knowledge at our website, vorpaltales.com, where you can see our complete calendar, recaps of shows, and get the links to our past archives of shows on YouTube. You'll also find links to all our social media here and our Patreon. Visit it, and you will find new enlightenment. Be sure to click follow on Twitch and then plunder our YouTube archives for the secrets of Atlantis at youtube.com/c/vorpaltales. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell while you visit so you can be alerted of new legacies to become a part of. Special thanks to Astral Tabletop, to @NateMid for our custom Astral character sheets for Chronicles of Darkness, and to Ghost Stories Incorporated, Miyu, and Darren Curtis Music for some of the awesome tunes gracing your ears. All of these awesome people and the products they make help us touch the supernal, if only for a few hours. Vorpal Tales is always looking for a way to give back to the various groups that we represent. So let us tell you a little bit about the fantastic group we've chosen to support for July. You might be wondering, why would we pick Love Your Rebellion for the charity this month? Love Your Rebellion is a non-profit whose mission we believe in because they employ, discover, assist, and empower minority communities. Those that self-identify as women, immigrants, people of color, people from queer and trans communities, people from low-income communities, and people with disabilities are all included and uplifted through LYR. This is done through music, art, poetry, and literature promotion and publications. Attending or taking part in events put on by Love Your Rebellion is an opportunity to connect with who you are, celebrating pride in your identities, supporting intersectionality, learning, and awareness across the communities in our beautiful diversity. Love Your Rebellion is putting in the work to better the world in their communities, so Vorpal Tale is doing our small part to help them out. All of July, we are taking donations for them, and 100% of the donations collected will go to empower diversity. Love Your Rebellion is a group that Vorpal Tales is close to in real life. They are fantastic people who do amazing work. We also have a slew of rewards you can buy, and a pile of fun things our crew will do as we reach milestones, 2 of which have been passed already. And we are very close to the 3rd. Please be sure to check them all out at the link that will show up in chat momentarily. On July 23rd, we'll be running a special set of charity one-shots back-to-back. First up, Blue Rose, run by Rachel. Then Extreme Meat Punks Forever, run by Steve. Rewards and milestones are available during all live plays played by us on Twitch, as long as they're on our channel, all month long. Awakened Seekers, practitioners of the art, tell us who you are and the name of the character that will be your imago in this terrifying tale.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, and today I will be playing Angelique, an acanthus of the Free Council.
Hey everybody, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I shall be playing Chimera, aka Jack, whose pronouns are he, him. He is from the Thyrsis group of mages, and he likes to live deliciously.
Would that be me now? Okay, I think that would be me right now. Hi, my name is Mare. You can find me at Oh Hello Mare here on Twitch and Twitter. And today I shall be playing the Obrimos Mysterium Mage Andromeda.
Hello everyone, I am Alan. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch as the Eldritch Keeper, and today I will be playing Ezra Paimon, pronouns are he, him, a Mastigos Mage of the Silver Ladder.
Excellent. And who knows what happened to Key? Something terrible, probably, like what happened to Mare when she wasn't here. We'll find out. Ever, if you would, please read the recap of last session.
Not if you're gonna hurt Key.
Terrible things don't have to hurt.
Yeah, sure.
Does not compute. We stare in horror at the widening void. There's nothing physical coming out, but there's an ill feeling of terrible emotions. If it releases into the city, that'd probably be a bad thing. Paimon decides to stare deeply into the abyss, which shakes up how he thinks of magic. He does feel a weak connection to the people working with our dead cook. There's also an intelligent being on the other side of the abyss, coordinating with those on this side. There's also an intelligent being on... Nope, I already read that, sorry. It feels human, and like it should not be here. There's another power behind it, something incredible and alien. He also subconsciously learns how to transform into a Celestine. He starts babbling, earning him a quick tackle from Chimera. Angelique uses her time attainment to edit the timeline and make the cook trip and fall and die before she has a chance to perform the ritual. It works, surprising no one more than Angelique. That's when the wave of images hits us, who are still telepathically linked. It's stars and voids and incomprehensible knowledge. Andromeda keels over from the shock of it all. Juve examines her and realizes she has been psychically linked to something. Somehow. Paimon understands a name. Zothamar. Paimon understands. Andromeda stays unconscious, and we bring her back into the house where the other mages. Andromeda stays unconscious, and we bring her back. No problem, guys. Andromeda stays unconscious, and we bring her back. No promotion from the Chantry leader, Annette, who also got her own battlefield promotion just now. He also gets an expense account. Angelique gets the sales pitch to join the Silver Ladder and Annette's number. They offer us a place to spend the night, which is probably a good idea, given how much we've been through. Angelique brings up the other portals opening elsewhere. Looking back, we realize the cook wasn't awakened. She wanted revenge on the mages for some reason and cried out for help in attaining revenge. Something answered. Juve and Chimera bring in the cook's body. The mages recognize her, but have little else to say other than they hired her off of Yelp. Juve tries to make contact with the ghost, but realizes it's gone. He remembers he's a cop and goes through her pockets to get her ID. Looking at her ID, Annette realizes that the caterer's mother was her mentor. They confide in Paimon that a ritual generated a ton of paradox, which lashed out at both the mentor and her daughter. The hex eventually drove the mentor to suicide. There's not much left we can do except get some sleep, though Angel doesn't quite get as much as everyone else thanks to Annette's attentions. In the morning, it's time to decide what to do. Paimon wants to try isolating her mind from her strange passenger's mind. The ritual takes up to 6 hours, but it does seem to work. We tend to various mage things. On the third day, however, we wake up feeling terrible, as though we were ill all night. Thanks to our staring into the abyss, as well as someone from another realm summoning the elder gods against us, we now all have a tainted aspiration. In the morning, Paimon tries to make pancakes. They're delicious, but not quite masterful. Chimera asks out loud if anyone knows how to make master pancakes. Somehow, Annette knows about the deal with Pancake the Ghost. She takes pity on Chimera and explains he's going to have to learn how to make supernal pancakes. This will require him to collect bone meal flour from Twilight, sugar from sugarcane grown in the primal wild, water from a pure stream sweetened with honey from Arcadia, eggs from a feathered abomination found in Pandemonium, and milk from the Aether. Chimera wonders if this means he's going to have to milk an angel. Probably. Apparently this is a ghost meme, and they enjoy screwing with mages by asking for these pancakes. After breakfast, Angelique casts a divination. She wants to know if Andromeda's special passenger might influence her to do whatever it was that made the demon show up. She receives a vision of 4 branches of the timeline with an answer of, "It's complicated, because Andromeda needs to understand which question she should say no to. Because what she does will influence some vampires, which may influence changelings and on down the line to even Prometheans. She also learns that the entity which is trying to use the humans to open the portals is in league with other entities. The best way to help Andromeda answer the right question in the right way is to close the gates before the gatekeeper tries to force us to make a deal." Angelique, being new to this whole mage thing, doesn't know how to interpret half of what she has learned. Paimon, however, does and calls a consortium together. We have a couple leads. Turning to a paper map of the US, Paimon feels several tugs. 4 aren't on the map, but one is in the Rocky Mountains and the other one is in remote New England. Referring to a globe, the other hotspots are the Argentinian Andes, the British Isles, the Ukraine, and the Atlantic Ocean, in the water. Angelique gets concerned when Paimon realizes these aren't places, they're people. To her, this indicates someone is about to die in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and we should probably reach them first. Turning to the caterer's body, Paimon starts evaluating it to see if there's a way to narrow down the connections that she might have had with the other cultists. He discovers they only ever met astrally, and their connection is a custom-made Ouija board obtained from Etsy. That gives Angelique an idea, and she poses as the dead caterer to Etsy customer service to obtain the address of where the custom Ouija board was sent. Back at the ritual, Chimera picks up on the person in the middle of the ocean. They're not drowning. They're on a naval carrier. Angelique predicts they're headed for Naples and finds out his name. Rochester. He's some kind of electronics technician. Juve discovers that the sailor was in declining health for a long time, but is now no longer. Now the question: do we fly to Naples or drop out of the Aether directly onto an aircraft carrier?
Thank you very much. And now, people would like to get your party started correctly. First, we missed a lot of games because of storms. So Zach still has leftover rolls that he's applying at the beginning of every game from the Major Chart of Chaos. And Big Dad has bought a roll, so your first 2 scenes are going to have Major Chart of Chaos rolls.
Right.
And since Meredith hasn't got to do this yet,
I haven't done. Okay.
roll a d12 and punish us.
Me?
Yep.
Oh no! This means that it's going to be my fault.
Yes.
Scary. Great. Cool. Just know I love you guys very much. This is nothing personal. My D12 says 10.
10. Okay. Okay. So. And Rachel, go ahead and give us our second roll so I can apply that in the next scene.
Still a D12?
Yep.
7.
Thank you. When the scene opens, you're all still at the Silver Ladder Manor House, getting ready to leave. You've been mostly waiting on Andromeda to wake up, who finally is coming out of the coma on this day. Meredith, as Andromeda's player, you may find me randomly saying strange things that you think or feel. Just warning you in advance.
That sounds great.
Like you wake up with a horrible migraine. Begin.
Ow.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Where's the ibuprofen? Now.
I'll get it. Give me a minute.
I need like 7 of them, please. Thank you.
So I open the bottle and give her some ibuprofen and a glass of water. Here you go.
Thank you.
How are you feeling other than the migraine?
Well, it's hard to feel anything other than the migraine, but I guess okay. So not to be that person, but I know there was it tequila? Was it tequila? Did I do it? Was it tequila?
Oh no,
No,
you died and
Again?
no,
Again.
Juve had to like give you mouth to mouth. It was kind of gross and really
Who gave me
weird.
mouth to mouth?
Juve did, and there was
Donuts?
You woke up and spoke in really weird languages, and your face turned blue. It was really. I'm just kidding. You just passed.
All right.
Oh, hey, okay. I was about to say, I mean, like,
All
I haven't
right.
spoken in tongues since I lived in South Carolina, but okay.
Ugh.
All right, I got a really weird question. It's gonna make sense, I promise. Do you know how to milk an angel?
The big question is, do angels have nipples?
All right.
All right, so we're pretty sure that angel milk exists.
You
we
can
have-
milk anything, right? Like, even if you found a cat and you held it down long enough, you could milk it, right? Am I wrong? This is hurting. Ugh.
Wait a second. Are angels
this is
more
all-
bird or person? Do they lay eggs? Do they give birth?
I mean,
do they separate like amoebas?
according to dogma, they don't really have a gender.
But both genders have nipples. So if do they have nipples?
I met a non-binary person without nipples once.
That's true. Well then, so if they're non-binary, that is okay. Next question: how do we find a shirtless angel other than at like St. Peter's Basilica? Those have nipples.
Oh, yeah, we could go there. I bet they would know how we could find it. Anyway, it's all Chimera's fault. I'm asking these questions.
Okay, good.
All right.
Can someone get me back to the fault of like, was it tequila or bourbon that did this to me?
it was
think
the
it
abyss.
was Aether, yeah.
Oh, that's why it does that. That's why my nose itches. Got it. Cool. Gotcha. There we go. Cool.
So Paimon is actually going to touch the chin and lift her head up and go, do you feel like there's anybody else in there? Are you feeling as if you had another possessed entity in your body, or is it 100% just your own thoughts? It's important. Please pay attention to your own feelings. How does it feel?
Okay. You're nothing like my old therapist, but okay.
I'm not a therapist.
Not a therapist. You're not a terrapin either. Storyteller, what can I roll for that to make sure to see if I know or not?
Unless I drop you a hint somewhere, you're fine.
Sick. Okay, great. It's just me.
All right, that means
Yep,
the spell is holding
totally
for the
just
moment.
you in here. Just you all alone in here.
Is that the voices telling me I'm all alone?
That's what your character wonders too.
The only other thing in here is the tiny gnome that is trying to break through the back of my skull, but I think I'm good.
Any gnome.
Tiny gnome, like
So things have been very, very weird recently, and so I really need to know if you're being literal or metaphorical right now.
it
That
just-
is valid.
Okay, I just woke up.
So
There's not
valid.
a tiny gnome in there. That's like, did y'all ever go to college? Like, no? Yes, no?
No, but I technically have a degree. Checks out and everything.
Technically have a degree. Okay, that reminds me of this one show I watched with this Dr. Bonesaw guy.
Oh, yeah. That one
I was
time.
thinking the same thing.
You ever seen White Collar? Matt Bomer? Yeah, he's like just can like draw it right up. Everything perfect. So yeah, no actual tiny gnome, just the feeling of my brains being crushed inside of my skull currently from a hangover, which I guess is an abyss hangover.
Now,
An
if
abyss
at any
over?
time you start hearing voices, please let us know.
What if she doesn't realize she's hearing voices? What if it's just that personal narration?
Point. Now, do you give me permission to once in a while rummage through your mind, just to see if everything's okay?
The way you say that sounds
That-
a little concerning.
I mean, I appreciate you asking for consent. It's still weird. It's like trying to grab my mind's butt, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Not just you, so you've missed a lot of things in your coma. You're not technically alone in your own mind at the moment.
Great, cool, great, cool. This is fun. Okay, great. Yeah, all right, sure. Yeah, if you want to.
I was able to compliment. Oh my god, that word. Compartmentalize your mind from the entity that is technically sharing your body at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
just think of him as like a brain organizer. It'll help tidy up the thought
Yeah, it's like,
things
yeah.
with the brain meats.
So you put something that's possessing me into a Tupperware box and put it on a shelf in there. Great, cool.
No, I'm preventing the thing possessing you to take over.
But if it
But I'm
helps you to
possessed.
think about it as it gets put in a Tupperware box.
Yeah, that helps. Okay, so yeah, by all means, rummage around in there. If I start doing anything weird, just know it's nothing personal. I will tell you if it's personal. I'm that type of person.
All right. Next.
Finger guys, and
Naval
then just
carrier.
start sipping on the water.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have to infiltrate the Navy.
Also, Chimera got ghost memed.
You know, you're just not gonna let me live that down, are you?
No one is.
You're the one who's like gonna bring us on an expedition into like what, Arcadia to get the angel milk?
I did not say there's no binding anything with that ghost.
You know, theoretically, cherubs are baby angels. So that means that they had to have been born. Therefore, they could have been given milk.
Christian mythology says that cherubs are a different type of angel, actually. But
What do they spring out of the ground like daisies?
I mean, maybe.
All right. Just sips on water, reaches over and grabs the rest of the ibuprofen, starts counting out a couple of more and shoving them down in her bag.
Hey, has anyone seen Juve?
That's a
Yeah,
good
I've got some-
question.
Got some things to say to him.
I feel almost like he was followed by Svenikin.
By who?
Thank you, Sven. I
Uh,
love you.
Wait for that. Thanks,
Don't
Evan.
mind me. I know what I'm talking about. Some weird rambling.
Weird rambling. Do you have a thing in your brain too? Are we all brain friends?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so Paimon will start looking around for Juve.
By the way, Andromeda, letting you know for a friend, you should check your side messages.
Oh.
Right,
Cool.
so where are you going to look around for Juve?
His room that he was previously in. Or supposed to be in.
Okay. You go up to his room, the door seems to be locked.
I knock on the door.
Doesn't seem to
I'll-
be
I'll
any
let
response.
Paimon do it, because his house.
No response.
Don't mess with the house, man.
Oh, could we ask the house if they know where it knows where Juve is?
I mean, he's probably just sleeping with some big old ear covers on and a blindfold or whatever. Hey! Juve! Crappy detective! Corrupted cop!
Crabby or crappy? Just clarifying.
Crabby, like clink, clink.
Yes.
Okay.
Free
No
donuts
reply.
downstairs.
No reply. Definitely seems like he's not in there.
Is he dead too? We all seem to be dying a lot. It'd be nice for me not to be the only one around here. So, like,
But it's locked from the inside of the room, correct? Well, I'm
Andromeda.
sure we have a master key in
Bang,
that,
bang,
so-
bang. SWAT
I go
team, open up.
So what? I go get the master key if we do have a master key, which I think we do have a master key.
Yes.
I get the master key
Okay.
and come back to the room, open the door.
Hold on 1 second.
Just as all of that happens, just waiting for the door to open, Andromeda pokes Paimon, just like, so when you say talking, right? Like,
Mm.
like, at what point should I tell you? I'm just double checking for myself. Yeah.
I mean, if you're having a conversation with yourself and you're not actually answering yourself and it's something else, or having any urges that are not normal urges that you would have, please, come. Hello. I'm having a bit of like strange urges. Can you please like go in and see what's happening? And I'll take a look, and worst case scenario, put you in a coma again.
Okay, great. Thank you. I
No
will.
problem.
I will just wanted to. I like living by a rubric, kind of scholastic. So just.
I'm here to help.
I appreciate it. Finger guns at Paimon.
You swing the door open, and the room is covered in a jelly-like mass in some areas, and on the walls like a weird, thick, syrupy residue, and
Here we
there's
go again.
a green vapor around the bed.
All right.
Is
Active
it?
mage sight.
Yeah.
That is not normal.
I have a question. Since I died a second time, do I get another dot in death? Just asking for a friend.
You didn't die a second time.
Ah, okay. I was just mostly dead. Gotcha.
You just blasted your mind out of your head temporarily by looking into the abyss. You're fine.
Merely a flesh.
You get the creepy feeling you get when magic is present. As manifested through your primary arcanum, Paimon. But it is not space or mind. You do get a faint whiff of corruption, though. Decay. Active mage sight tells you a form of space magic took place here recently. The kind that moves between realities. Also, just using your eyeballs points out one of the sticky syrupy messes has something stuck in it, like it fell off or was discarded by something.
All right.
poke at it.
With what?
Live dangerously, my finger.
It makes your finger tingle, and it gets really cold and then warm, and you feel a little bit fatigued. But then it goes away.
What is the thing stuck
It's a
in
key.
the goo?
It's a key on one of those little plastic things. Plastic thing has a number on it, 37.
And Andromeda got a boost
Did
from Tony.
It's a
Mary?
storage unit key.
Does that have a name on it?
Nope, just the unit number, 37. I mean, the key has the name, little tiny letters of the storage unit, yeah.
Should we check this out? What kind of goo is this? This
Yeah,
is like
does it have like a
Jell-O.
color or smell specific to it?
Is it primal goo?
Purplish and or greenish. Smell, not really. Just decay, rotting leaves.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's fading away into like a white mist that just dissipates into the air as you watch very slowly.
Like ectoplasm. Okay.
Yes.
Did he go to the ghost place?
Is he going to milk an angel?
Also, small side note, the room is tossed. Something violent happened here.
Oh.
Okay,
Angelique.
I'd like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, please go ahead.
I'd just like to know how something managed to come in that's heavily warded.
I don't think something came in. I think maybe he got out.
Thanks for the raid.
That's
Stone and
raid.
scale.
Thank you.
Oh, hello.
Thank you so much.
So that actually, let's see. Angelique,
Yes.
with your control of time, could you take a look in this room in the past? See what happened.
You know, I've never really tried that, but I suppose there's no time like the present.
All right.
So,
Because just to recap, you did say that like I with active mage side I can see like not a portal but something related to transitioning between worlds happening. It's not related to space, right?
Except for the fact that interdimensional travel happened recently.
Okay, all right. So I think maybe if I'm correct, Angelique can validate if she looks into the past, but I think maybe that Mr. Juve might have crossed or to Twilight or the underworld.
Would I be able to tell with any sort of sense with my death to see if he is in Twilight? Because I feel like between Prime and Death, I have some sort of sense with that. I'm trying to get the PDF to like be kind to me.
If you spend a point of mana, you can, in fact, activate Mage Sight using Death Arcanum.
Can I? I would like to.
Oh yeah, this is definitely plasm. This is the energy and the residue left behind by spiritual entities. It feeds and fuels them. There was a lot of spiritual or death energy here. Several death beings probably were heavily damaged at some point. Some of it is because the portal was open, some is blood splatter. But ghost.
Cool. I relay that to the class in as classy of a way as Andromeda can. Okay, super deathy here. I think he went to the death place. I think he got kidnapped to the death place.
He absolutely did. Well, went there. You don't know about the kidnapped.
Well, I mean, I've seen a kidnapping before. I'm from places. We've seen things. This is looking very not like he wanted to. Is that kind of the impression we got here with a violently turned over room?
That's one interpretation. Another could be he chased something.
Oh, that's fair.
Another sub. Je ne suis pas goth. Thank you for the sub.
Yes, man. That's my brand.
Thanks for pronouncing
Alright.
that, Alan. I would have ruined that.
All right. So, Mr. Juve, what has he got himself into now?
He seems to go in and out of that place a lot. I don't want to go back. So, like,
Check something real quick. The name of the storage unit is Gateway Storage. Pay attention, Big Dad. The chaos you rolled was actually a reward for the players, so I'm making it more chaotic just for you. Looks like the storage unit is in some kind of strip mall. You remember reading something about that in the news recently, like a gas line exploded there and then a bunch of people died? I don't know.
Alright, so-
Like how
It was a
we
really nice
exploded?
pottery barn until it blew up.
like, similar to large marges? What?
No, it's a strip mall. It had like a storage unit, a pottery barn, and like a radio shack, pawn shop, some other stuff. And there's a storage unit like there called Gateway Storage where you can rent space to put your stuff.
All right, so we have ectoplasm, missing Mr. Juve, and a key to a storage unit in a strip mall.
I wonder if Ghost had storage.
Well, first, I'd like to, if Angelique can peer into the past and see what actually happened, it could be an additional lead.
Yes. How would I rack that up?
Let's go to time magic. That would be, if we go to page 187, it would be post cognition. It's a time 1 spell.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so primary factor would probably be potency. Is this resisted?
No.
There is no withstand. No. Now you do have the ability to push additional reach for that spell. It says here.
Mhm.
So +1 reach, the mage can scrub the vision like a video, speeding it up, slowing it down, rewinding it, pausing it. And an additional reach for the mage remains aware of her surroundings and does not lose defense, but we're not in a combat situation, so you don't really, if you don't want to pump that in, you don't have to.
I don't think I need any of those, so I will spend my reach on potency. Number of subjects, I think, is only 1.
Well, the subject is actually the room.
Okay. But I should still have 1 clicked.
Yeah, you don't need, I don't think, unless the Elder God wants you to push, you don't technically have to, yeah.
Okay. What about range? Is that standard or advanced?
You're in the room, so it depends on how the game master wants to go around that.
Touch is fine for that.
Okay. Neat. And do we have 3 hours?
If you want to, nobody's kicking you out. Your girlfriend runs the joint.
Okay. Just checking. Cool. So I'll just put my free reaches into potency.
Okay.
You can't use reach for potency.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can,
yeah.
but this doesn't help any.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not letting me. Okay.
Yeah, putting reach into potency only helps you overcome withstand better. The only way you actually make potency stronger on either chart is to pay with dice.
Okay.
You could put it in
then
duration, or you could just do it as a quick cast, whatever.
Alright, I'll do it as a quick cast. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, and then I have my pocket watch as a yantra, and then location.
Location works, yes.
Cool. All right. Ooh, no paradox. Hooray. Okay, so that
So
is
Spank Me Betty is giving one of her or their crits to Rachel.
Oh,
That
thank
was a
you.
success.
So, Spank My Betty, do you want that to be crit success for the paradox roll or for the spell roll? Because it does different things.
So according to the spell card, I don't need a paradox, I guess, unless.
Oh, you had
Spank
no
My Betty
paradox
does.
roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that would just apply to the spell, which lets you add a free reach.
Yay.
Okay. Now, I heard the spell rack up, but I didn't actually hear what you were trying to accomplish with the spell.
To use time magic to look back in the past to
Okay.
sort of figure out what happened.
You see a lot of... So... Juve has a queen-size bed and takes up almost the entirety of it when he sleeps, because he sleeps on his stomach and his left arm is over here and his right foot's hanging off the bed. He wears Bugs Bunny boxers if you want to use that against him in the future. He tosses and turns a lot. Pillows are flying everywhere. Blankets, sheets are everywhere. He wakes up a couple times, eats a donut, takes a shot of whiskey, talks to himself. Eventually, at one point in the night, the free reach was duration, so you're seeing the whole night. Eventually, at one point in the night, he actually leaves the room for like 10 minutes and comes back. Looks annoyed. Gets back in the bed. And then there's a discharge of magical energy, and he's flung across the room, and stuff just starts going flying everywhere. He reacts to it. It's clear he's attempting to cast spells. If you can't see what they're doing, you can't see what's attacking him. At one point, he actually dons brass knuckles that have sigils carved into them and punches the air, and like some of that syrupy shit hits the wall. And then he tackles something. It looks like it's a one-man wrestling match for a minute. And there's another flash of magic, and they both fall through the portal and disappear.
Oh no. I think my internet cut out for.
Yep. Rachel's got internet issues. We will give them a moment to return.
Has all of the goo disappeared by now?
Yes.
All right.
Could I have taken a sample of
No,
it before it
I
disappeared?
can hear you.
Nope. Rachel has returned.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry about.
Oh no! It did it again. At least it's not you this time ever.
I mean, mine's been having hiccups, but not as bad as yesterday.
I got up to breath. I can hear you now. Am I around?
I hear you.
Okay.
Let's see if it holds. Okay, what do you do next?
Well, so I got up to brass knuckles on your description.
Oh, he punches the air, and some of that syrup splatters against the wall. Then he tackles it. And can't tell if she's frozen or just holding really still. Definitely frozen, no blink. I am going to type that out for her, and we will pretend she shared that with the rest of you.
All right. All right, so clearly Mr. Juve was attacked by something.
Yep.
Doesn't
I
deserve
think
it.
that they're he seems like the kind of guy, like both dead and alive things would get mad at him. So this tracks. So my thought, just from the sound of that, is that yeah, he definitely got kidnapped into the dead space. I'm not going back.
The dead space.
Dead space. Yeah. I don't know what it's actually called. All I know is that he seems to like it there, but I don't think he wants to be there right now. And I don't know how to go and get him. And should we leave him a note in case he makes it back and like say, hey, we're on a cargo ship?
I find your reluctance of like helping him interesting, considering that he went through Twilight for you.
Yeah, I don't know how to get there. I don't know what I'm doing with that.
Well, we're in a house surrounded by mages. We've got to just grab one of them, tell them, hey, do some shit, and, they'll do it.
What Chimera said.
Okay, fine.
Why, are you afraid to go back?
I've been dead. And I have a Tupperware full of demon in my head, apparently. So, like, yeah, maybe I'm a little hesitant to go back to portals at the moment. As she sits there and she, like, grabs the rest of the ibuprofen because that little yell of an outburst worsened her headache, and she just dry fists, like, 4 of those.
Before she does that, I kind of stop her. It's like, I think you've had enough. Thank you. Don't want you to OD on ibuprofen.
This liver has seen worse days than you can imagine.
You know what? I just realized something. Pampered Chef? Nah.
Oh.
The ending of your sentence broke up, Ever. What'd you say?
Try it again.
Pampered Chef? No. Tupperware strength.
It did it at the exact same spot. Like, exact.
Tupperware, don't want you speaking. The Pampered Chef fights back. Try it one more again.
I choose my demons.
Tupper was, yeah. I mean, I just kind of keep my Chinese takeout like containers for the soup and reuse those. And Pampered Chef owns the internet, confirmed. Oh my god.
And that's when, about the time you say, it's a house full of mages, the door gets kicked open by your girlfriend, Angelique. And she says, holy shit, we've got problems.
Oh,
and you realize you hear noise outside.
Gestures at the goo.
So I look at her and I go, what now?
Look out the window! And then rushes away.
I look out the window.
You see what looks very much like a group of 5 vampires, fangs out, coming at a group of 5 wolves loping at them across the field. Because that's what you rolled on your chart of chaos roll.
I've seen this. Breaking Dawn Part 2.
It kind of looks like that when one of the wolves leaps into the air and lands in, like, giant wolf war form and hits a vampire.
Oh, sick.
All right.
It's actually what Andromeda says.
Oh, Christ.
I've seen this in a movie.
Vampire, yeah, the Breaking Dawn Part 2. Also, like, any of the Resident Evil ones, like... Yeah, so, all right, so we have vampires, we have werewolves, we have one of our people in the dead space, and you guys said something about the Navy?
Well, I guess the Navy can kind of wait for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I think I'd rather go after our corrupted cop friend.
Yeah. Maybe we can come out the other side somewhere.
But there's like vampires and werewolves fighting at the moment.
Well, they'll
Yeah,
take care
no,
of
we
each
can
other.
Tackle
ignore
that.
those.
Really?
Yeah, your mage friends can take care of that. We'll just skip it and jump over to that other realm.
And that is when the window explodes, and a dude lands in the room, slides across the floor, hits the sidewall, shakes itself off, hisses, fangs out, jumps up, looks around, and says, "The fuck are you? You must be with the wolves," and lunges right at Chimera, hits them dead center of the chest, and hits you so hard you go through the wall and hit the ground outside the building.
Ooh.
Ah, I see.
Chimera-sized hole in the wall.
I would like to.
What's your armor, Chimera?
Yeah.
We lost Rachel.
Yep.
Hey, Jaw.
I'm back.
So, like, my internet is having problems because of the storm, and Rachel's is probably having problems because the heat in Arizona is melting all of the wires.
It's entirely
I'm in
possible.
California.
I know, but like they probably have things to do with each other. At least that's my guess.
I don't
My-
like this.
Armor +2 when activated.
No, you're
Duh.
like, do you have any physical armor?
Oh. A thick goth jacket is something. My defense is 3.
Um,
I mean, come on. You've worn a goth jacket. They're thick. They at least +0.1.
Ben's like, you just flew across the room. I sense potency.
yes. So, you can activate your mage armor reflexively. That might help a little.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
So that means you're only going to take 4 health levels of lethal damage when you hit the ground. You feel your collarbone snap in at least one rib. You roll
Did I
over
hear
and
the
you roll over and choke up blood, splatters the ground. And you can't breathe.
Did I heal up the lethal from the previous
Nope.
sessions? No? Okay, so that's 7 lethal damage for me.
What do the rest of you do that are in the room? Starting with Angelique.
She's paralyzed in fear.
Yep. What's Paimon do?
Paimon is casting a spell.
Go ahead.
Alright, so let's see here. So this is potency.
Alright,
It's
yeah.
rote. And this is. Let's take a look real quick. Looking at this. Okay. Praxis, no. Pump willpower into it. Let's go to this. Okay, let's go to next. Sensory. Instant casting time. Let's go with this. Extra reach. Let's
Oh,
pump.
Spank My Betty
Yeah,
has
no.
gifted.
Hold on.
Oh
Could be worse than that. Hold on.
no.
Keep going, Paimon. Don't stop.
What's happening?
You got a crit fail, but we have to see if it's going to apply to the spell or the paradox. So keep going.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's either going to be a crit fail to the spell or a crit success to the paradox roll. We'll see.
Jesus.
Alright, I'm just gonna pump 2 yantras into it. Next. Additional mana. Yes, I'm gonna spend 1 mana into it. Alright, so I do have a paradox roll, but it's a chance dice.
Okay. Roll your chance.
Alright, just give me a second here so I can roll. Chance die. So, no successes, no successes, no successes. No successes.
Okay. Betty has chosen to make the spell crit fail. So the spell crit fails, you can take your beat for the crit failure. And what were you casting?
Oh, you mean the spell fails?
Yes. Spank My Betty has chosen to apply a crit failure to the spell. Since it's a crit, you get a beat. But I need to know what the spell was going to do. Because it's going to do the opposite.
Don't know how that's going to work, but psychic domination.
On the vampire?
Yep.
Okay. You feel your spell activate, but the vampire doesn't seem affected. Angelique, what do you do? Nope, looks like Angelique still has gremlins. Nope, you're good. What do you do, Angelique?
Where's this? Okay.
She's just super doomed.
No,
Andromeda, what do you do?
Disappeared again.
Hi, yes. So I'm trying to get my spell put together. But I'm planning on just hitting the vampire that just blasted Chimera with etheric wind. So I'm in the process of trying to make this thing work. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was
No problem.
gonna come back around to me this fast. Required 3. Oh gosh, why is it not working? Every time I keep trying to click it, it's resetting what I'm trying to do.
Is it an arcane beat or a regular beat?
Arcane.
3. It is a rote. It is definitely want to do potency. Is it a praxis? It's not a praxis. It's rote. Is the spell resisted? Will etheric winds be resisted?
No.
Okay, great.
Spank My Betty, I love you.
Betty. Okay. Okay, so potency.
So technically speaking now, Spank My Betty no longer has any crits.
Until
Yes.
they get paid again.
Oh god. So there's 1 hitting that number 1. Duration 1 turn. There. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Advanced quick casting. Potency is
Potency will cause more damage if you're doing a damaging spell. But going advanced
I am
won't
doing-
help. So going to the advanced chart won't help. You actually have to go down the current chart and sacrifice dice from the spell.
so to sacrifice my dice
Yeah.
to make it potent.
To make it hit more, you get less dice to roll for the spell. But you can always add willpower and offset some of that.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna hit potency 4, and then I'm gonna add a willpower to make that happen. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, I'm not, because it's gonna crit fail. Who cares? All right.
But Andromeda doesn't know that.
Yes, fine. But me, as I'm clicking buttons. What is reach? Do I have reach? I'm just gonna keep clicking. Yantras. I've got my root skill and my crystals. My path tools. Not order tool. Path tool. Path tool. Click. All right. Next. Am I a nerd? I don't know what it is. Number of previous pterodactyls. None of those. No sleeper witnesses.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. All right. Cool. Next. It says it does not require a paradox roll.
Okay. And then the spell crit fails. So,
And the spell crit fails. So, ta-da. At least we know that I don't require a paradox roll.
But she gets a beat too, right?
yep, you get an
Because I
arcane
crit
beat.
fail. Yes.
So here's what happens. Andromeda blasts the room with shrieking, howling winds, which sends all 3 of you flying into the hallway and away from Chimera. You all slam into the wall on the other side of the hallway, each of you taking a bashing damage. And Paimon, you notice a very rigid, surprised-looking, unblinking Annette standing in the hallway.
I look at her and like, a hand, please.
Without hesitation, reaches down and hands you her hand.
Like, chink, boom, or gives me her hand to pick me up.
Just reaches her hand out towards you, waiting for you to
Okay.
decide what you're doing with her hand.
I pick it up, and I let her help me get up, if that's the intention.
She
she's
looks at
going
you.
for.
She looks at you expectantly.
I get up. I'm like, are you okay?
I don't know. Do you want me to be?
Oh crap.
There it is.
All right. I just, well, it crit failed. So that means, technically speaking, it hasn't been released. That means I still have control of the spell. I just release it. I just let it go. I drop it.
You let go of the spell, nothing changes.
What the fuck is happening? All right. Is there like a place I can shove her in for the moment?
Sure, if you want to.
Closet?
Just be like, hey, get in the closet.
Vampires.
She'll get in the closet.
Vampires, werewolves, she's not. Oh. Vampires, werewolf, kill.
Turns around without hesitation and runs back into the room. Angelique, what do you do?
Oh my god.
She's technically
you're
more
muted.
powerful than me, so that's going to be interesting.
Not anymore. Yeah, I think my internet's stable again. What have I missed?
So, vampire was flung into the room, assumed you were allied with the werewolves. Chimera was like, psh, we don't need to help them, we're just gonna leave, and then the vampire punched Chimera into the fight. Paimon tried to dominate the vampire, dominated Annette. Andromeda tried to blast the vampire with wind and blasted all of you with wind. And Paimon just sent the dominant Annette in to fight the vampire. What are you doing? You're now in the hallway.
Oh. Shit. I would like to try a non-magical solution, since those don't seem to be working.
Okay.
And just try and straight fast talk the vampire. Do we look like we're allied with werewolves? This is a nice house. We're not barefoot hippies in the forest. I don't know what werewolves do. I'm just assuming.
So. Oh, major chart of chaos. Annette is taking Paimon's instructions literally. And as literally as possible. Paimon said, go kill vampires. So you're like, do we look like we're on the side of the werewolves? And then Annette fireballs the vampire. Holds her hand out and flame jets out of her hand like it's gasoline powered. Hits the vampire, which immediately bursts into flame, screams, and falls out the window. Well, the hole in the wall, I suppose.
Like, Paimon pops out the window. Can a werewolf do that?
Chimera. A flaming vampire lands on the ground next to you, thrashing around. What would you like to do? You're on the ground, and you actually fell into the melee between the vampires and the werewolves. If you don't do something, you're gonna get crushed.
I'm gonna try and roll out of the way.
Okay. You start rolling out of the way. One of the wolves has reverted to a human form, and it looks like their dedicated clothing. Well, I guess you wouldn't know what that was. Their clothing that seems to transform with them is covered in military gear, and she slings a rifle off of her back, slams a clip into it from her jacket, starts firing. Not at you, but you're in the line of fire. Let's go ahead and make athletics plus dex. See if you can find cover.
Okay. An 8 is a success, yes?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I just got one of those.
Okay.
While Chimera is attempting to dodge out of the way, that fucker thought I was on the side of werewolves. Might as well make him right. Plan on when he's able attacking the vampire.
Well, actually, what you do is you roll behind him and shove him with your feet, the one that's on fire, and he gets riddled with the bullets. Not you. Back to Paimon.
How many werewolves, vampires, like combined totals
5 and
do I
5.
see? 10. Oh, wow. And someone is shooting an assault rifle?
2 of them are now. 2 of the wolves reverted to human form and are firing rounds into the vampires. And the rounds, when they hit them, you can actually, because Mage sight, you have space. You can see when the bullet hits them, it dramatically expands inside the body.
All right.
Like it
What
comes
is
apart
Annette
with
doing?
explosive force into tons of tiny little fleshets. It's not just breaking, it's by design. So it is ruining them.
What is Annette doing?
And that is getting ready to leap out the window into the fray. And you see Chimera roll behind the flaming vampire and kick it towards the werewolves who shoot the shit out of it. That vampire stops thrashing.
Okay, I spent a mana to turn on my mind armor.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn around to the other 2 people left in the room and like, all right, suggestions. I would say everybody arms up, magic, and let's try to like give them a hand. No? Yes.
You can still get an
Yeah.
action, though, because activating your armor is reflexive.
Yep. And I will not throw myself off the window. I will go out of the house the normal way.
Okay. You turn around and run for a door downstairs. Angelique.
Hey,
you do?
Yes, I will follow Paimon.
Andromeda.
Same thing.
Chimera. And that lands on the ground next to you. You're pretty sure you hear something in the leg snap, but she just limps towards the vampires. Anyways,
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
these mages are just humans, even dominated. And she just starts trying to spray magical fire into the vampires. Downside, one of the wolves catches on fire, too. You've got 2 turns, Chimera, before anyone catches up to you. What do you do?
That is an excellent question. I You know what? I am going to summon the spirit of place on the in the
Tropical storms are the best out, everyone.
Yeah, no, it's walloping there pretty hard right now, looking like.
Apparently, it's spread to Rachel all the way in California.
It's sympathetic magic, isn't it?
Okay, Ever, repeat your action for us.
Summons or spirit summons.
The tower or the house? Or something else altogether that might be nearby.
The land.
Okay. How potent do you want it to be?
Potent enough to handle vampires and werewolves?
How much control over it do you want?
As much as possible? I mean...
Okay, because I had a few versions of this set up for you. So, go ahead and roll 4 dice for Paradox, and then roll 7 dice for the spell. And subtract a point of willpower.
So, I got a 1, a 2, a 6, and a 5 for
Okay.
Paradox.
So subtract a point of willpower, and then roll 7 dice for the spell.
One, two, three. 6, 7.
How many successes did you get?
2.
Okay. It'll take 2 rounds for that to kick in, but it will happen. So that's what you do for your 2 turns. So Paimon, you kick open the front door and go rushing out into the yard. Just in time to begin experiencing an earthquake. Everything is shaking. What would you like to do?
I crouch down to how bad is it?
You can move. It's just sprinting across the yard will require an athletics check.
All right. Now I have a question for the game master in regards to the previous game. Now, previous game I peered into the abyss, correct?
Yep.
Now, would that theoretically give me the ability to become a Rabashaki?
Who?
Yes, all you would have to do is intentionally corrupt an imago at least once.
That's
And
what
then
I'm
you
doing.
begin the path.
Here we go. So what I'm going to do, I have it as a rote. So I know normally it says that it needs to be encoded. So, but would I be able to befoul one of my spells, which is a rote?
Yes, you can
All
befoul
right.
rotes. It actually is in the Nameless Horrors book. You can do that.
All right. So here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try something I've never tried before. So Mage Arcanum is 4. It is the highest. It is a ruling, no active spell. Mine Arcanum. We're going to go for 3. Do apologize if it takes time. Here, let's go down. So what I'm basically going to do, I'm going to try to do a Goetic Summons. And we have, so primary is duration for this. So let's go duration. Is the spell a rote? Yes, it is. Rote skill. This praxis, no. It is doing this. And is the spell resisted? Yes, it is resisted. We're going to go for 3. Okay, next. Duration. I'm going to go for advance. Now, for range, since it's a summon, I still need to do sensory, I think.
Yeah, you still gotta do sensory because you can't touch it. Oh, you're going to corrupt a summoning spell? Oh, this is good.
Extra reach. Yes, I'm going for extra reach. So that's +2, plus another 2. Let's go all in. For this. Dedicate tools. Any witness? I have to because I have this condition on me. But I don't want to use this. All right, so so the spell is befouled, so that means that the paradox will not affect me or my spell specifically. I have 9 dice of paradox to throw.
Roll it.
Do I roll my gnosis before to see how many of these successes I will control? Or do you want me to roll paradox first?
Let's roll the paradox first, because that's more exciting.
So that is 1, 2, 3. I have to roll 1 more because I have 9 again. 3, 4 paradox successes. I'm gonna
Okay.
roll my gnosis.
Yep.
I got 1 success. So 2 successes. 2 successes, so that means I can control 2 of the 4
Yes.
paradox successes to go wherever I want.
Yes.
How is that going to work? Because what I would do, I would use 2 of the reaches to impose a condition or personal tilt on the spell's subject, but it's a Goetia, correct?
Right.
Or on a sleeper who witnesses the spell if obvious magic.
I will let
Actually,
you
you
put
know
it on
what?
the werewolf or vampire because they're not mages.
Okay, so I impose a condition on each. I would like to impose blind effect, one eye on each. So one eye just gives out, just stops working.
And for Fluff, what Goetia are you after? What aspect of the self, of your mind?
Well, I remember you telling me that Zoth Amog was a Goetia that I now knew the name of.
Yes, it told you it was a Goetia anyways.
Yeah, that's who I'm summoning. I like Ever's
Well,
reaction.
Big
How
Dad,
do you spell that? I'm just asking for science.
Zoth Amog, so
Zoth.
Zoth.
I broke
hyphen
off.
A.
That's not right. Okay.
Zoth Amog.
just gotta say,
Great.
Big Dad, your chaos roll took this game places, and I love it. Right, so Andromeda.
So now I'm rolling the spell itself, and I have 2
Oh,
successes.
you gotta roll the spell too, yes.
2 successes. So it works.
Andromeda. You feel
Hey,
like
friend.
you could assist here too.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Please roll 9 paradox dice, Andromeda.
Okay.
What's your primary arcanum again?
Prime.
What's your secondary?
I have like 4 of them at 1. So I have 3 on Prime, and then Death, Forces, Matter, and Space. My secondary is supposed to be Forces.
Excellent.
Like as far as my Ubermost goes.
Are you trying to stop the wolves or the vampires, Andromeda?
We've been attacking the vampires pretty hard. So
That's
I
what it
guess
looks like. Okay.
I'll go with the crew and just kind of go for the vampires with that. So 9.
9
is
paradox
Is
dice.
this a 10 again thing? Or is that
9
just-
again.
9 again thing? Great. What's the... Oh, I guess I'll just roll it like this and then do 9. 9s go again. It's another D10.
Angelique,
Okay.
make me a wits plus, wow. I can never remember the other one until I look at it, even though we do this
Wits and
every week.
composure?
Thank you. Wits and composure.
And then I think that I rolled it in there, but so it's a 9 again. So that's 1, 2 successes on that paradox roll.
Okay. And then roll your gnosis as a dice pool.
My gnosis is a dice pool. Okay. Two successes. Is that 8 again, or?
Nope.
Okay.
And then roll 7 dice for the spell itself. 10 again.
Okay. 10 again.
I got 2 10s.
That's 1 success.
Andromeda looks very distracted when she walks out, Angelique. Like lost in thought. But then she smiles. Almost devilishly. And, it's like a liquid leaks down from the top of her eyes to the bottom, but instead of being creepy jet black, it's like one of those really cool time lapses of stars as the planet moves through the night cycle. And then she starts casting a spell. And she starts talking, and you think the first thing you hear is high speech, but there's something wrong with it. Like, it actually hurts you. And then you notice it's coming out of Paimon's mouth, too. You need to take a lethal damage, Angelique. Blood starts leaking out of your ears.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But you're beginning to adjust to it, though. Like, you know it's hurting you, but you're like, okay, it's like being at a concert. You get used to the noise after a minute.
Can I throw a rock at them so they stop?
You can try with Paimon. Andromeda, it's not going to matter. So, wait, no. Was your spell two turns, Paimon, or one?
3.
3 turns. Yeah, you could throw a rock at Paimon, maybe. And Andromeda, it's nighttime. It's like early evening. That's when Andromeda woke up, and then you investigated the room for a while. Had your talk. One of the stars in the sky, or maybe the moon, you weren't looking up, the light hitting the ground starts to get brighter. And it gets really, really bright, and the radius starts to expand, and it's hitting the whole area where the vampires are. Then you hear, like, the tinnitus sound. That's for all of you at this point. And it gets really bad, like when the TV does the special effects and you got the volume too loud. And then the vampires start to scream and flake away into ash. And then a bolt of pure black lightning shoots right down through the middle of the sphere of light, and the light turns a sickly yellow, and then disappears. And all the vampires stand there for a moment and then blow away into ash like they were never there. Andromeda, that was the greatest rush of your entire life. Almost addicting. You loved every moment of it. It's your turn now, Angelique.
Okay. Before the gremlins take over again, what are the werewolves up to?
Staring at Angelique in utter shock. Even the one that's on
Perfect.
fire.
Andromeda.
And abstractedly, like, putting the fire out, but staring at Andromeda.
Yeah, I was about to like, what did I do? Angelique will say, you should probably leave now.
Okay. Chimera, would you like to do something? Oh, wait, no, you are doing something. This is round 2.
Yeah.
Angelique, you say you should probably leave now. And then the ground explodes into a fist. And I don't mean a fist comes out of the ground. The ground becomes a fist, grabs the werewolf, and yanks downward. With a horrible snapping of bones and cartilage. And then another ground hand comes out, like it's pushing itself up. And something starts pushing its way out of the dirt. It looks a lot like dirt in a human shape. Angelique, you're just basking in the... Or Andromeda, you're basking in the glory of what you just did. Chimera's finishing the spell. Paimon's still casting. So, Angelique, you could do something.
Can I tell what Paimon is trying to do?
Ooh, thank you for the donation, donor. I'll check that out in a second. Hey, Steve, if you're listening, you gotta get those wrestling costumes going. We passed our third milestone.
Boy, wow!
Hey!
All right.
That's awesome!
Okay. So you want to try to stop Paimon, correct? Or you want to see what he's doing?
Yeah, like, can I tell what he's up to?
What are your primary arcanum? Fate and time, right?
Yes.
No. Casting a spell, but you have no idea what it is. You don't think it has anything to do with the Earth Elemental or the Beam of Light, though.
Alright, in that case, I won't hurt him or try and stop him.
Okay.
Yeah, I will hold my action.
Gonna wait and see what happens? Excellent.
Yes. Oh, wait, no, actually, I do want to do something. I would like to cast a spell, very quick divination. Is what Paimon's up to, like, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, roll it. Actually, I can make
Alright.
this one easy for you. No paradox needed, just roll 5 dice. 6 dice, sorry. 6 dice.
Okay.
Also, I laughed because guess who has more crit fails and successes to award now?
Oh, wait. Is that what that
Even
is?
cosplay is gonna be worth it. So 8s are successes, right?
Yes.
Well, the good news is that I get an arcane beat.
Okay. summoning something that will be super helpful to the group and protect you all from the vampire werewolves.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And will in no way harm anyone. Okay, so Andromeda or Chimera, do you want to do something with a turn before Paimon's thing happens? The wolves are all now trying to kill the elemental and having not a lot of luck. They're trying, though.
I can't really think of anything aside from getting out of the line of fire.
Andromeda's having one of those moments of just like, after one of those real good nights, you know what I'm talking about? And then you're just kind of sitting there, you're like, wanna go get the dead guy from the dead space, man? I'm feeling like getting the dead guy.
Right now you feel pretty invincible, yeah.
Yeah.
So Paimon, did you give this spell manifestation by chance?
Yep.
Excellent. You all hear, and like Paimon completes his chanting and gasps for air, and you all hear like a high-pitched sonic sound, almost as if you could hear echolocation, only it hurt to hear it. And then what looks like a squirming ball falls out of the sky and hits the ground and almost bounces like a rubber ball. But then, after the quick moment of laughter, you all look at it and you're like, wait, what? As the ball unravels itself, and it's just an amorphous mass of constantly shifting and changing matter. Eyeballs appear and collapse into the goo. Tentacles extrude themselves and collapse. Every now and then a human mouth appears and screams. Use your imagination. And then it pops 4 hoof-like legs out, like giant goat legs, and charges into the werewolves and just starts tearing them apart. You can all do something or just sit and watch.
I'm gonna sit and watch, just kind of like like literally
Mean.
Does Paimon feel like a rush of anything having done that?
You know how that one time you tried that $300 a shot whiskey when you got inducted into the order?
Yeah.
It's like that, times 50.
Oof.
And I don't mean the excitement of being handed the glass, the swallow, while it hits your stomach and goes down your throat. It's like that, times 50. And then, yeah, the buzz afterwards is very gratifying.
Paimon just watches it going to town.
completely out of character. I just feel like our two characters would just like, if they knew what was going on, just high five.
What about Angelique and Chimera?
Angelique thinks that this is gonna help us a whole bunch, so she's just gonna sit back and watch and be like, this is so gross, but I guess it's necessary.
Chimera.
Chimera is going to be, scooting himself back, probably against the house, probably coughing up blood still, because blood and broken collarbones and whatnot. Prop himself up against the house and think, I wish I had some fucking popcorn.
Okay. Between the Earth Elemental and the Thing, they either kill or drive off the werewolves with relative ease. Then the Earth Elemental starts trying to punch the Thing. And the Thing just rolls over it and consumes the Earth Elemental. It moves towards Paimon, just kind of stands there. If it had regular forward-facing eyeballs, it'd be looking at him.
I just do the same. I just look at it and
In your head, you hear...
revel into the magnificence of this Goetia.
In your head, you hear, brother, welcome. And then it just shoots into the sky and disappears. And you all look down and realize the entire area of ground that it touched is blackened and corrupted, and there's worms writhing everywhere, like they were forced out of the ground. And I don't mean like it's just black soil. It's like it was burned and then had time to finish dying after the burn, and then was covered in ash. Instantly.
Paimon, what did you do?
Took care of business.
That was awesome, man.
That was pretty.
Gremlins
Hey, our
for
faces
all.
are back.
Yes.
Hey, welcome back.
That was almost perfect timing for that gremlin because, yes, I would have said, and we're going to take a moment to digest all of that, take our mid-show break. So, audience, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you. We love you, Tin.
And we've returned, along with gremlins. Yeah, we're not actually that messed up. I thought we'd be more messed up. Yeah, so, you're all standing around now, looking at each other.
So, that was a cool goat thing.
No,
Indeed it was.
no, it wasn't. It ate my earth spirit. Now I don't even know if this spot has an earth spirit anymore.
That's an interesting question.
Did you kill this land? Cause look at the scorch marks.
I didn't do anything. It did.
Okay, well, you summoned it.
I did indeed.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
felt
sure
great.
did.
Andromeda.
Yeah, hey. That's funny. Chimera.
Oh, yeah, I am gonna go check on
Oh my
Annette,
god,
make
somebody
sure
meme
she's
that.
okay.
Hurry, meme it.
Timing! Clip it
Got it.
immediately.
Got it. Clipped.
Clip it immediately.
Saved forever.
What happened?
You got memed.
What did I miss? Oh god.
Twice in 2 days.
That.
Sorry,
Well,
Angelique, go ahead.
I am afraid right now.
Me too.
Oh, good.
It's not as good
Oh.
as yesterday's. Say that to my face, bitch, but it's still pretty good. Here's yesterday's for those who haven't seen it. And for the audience, join our Discord to see these fun things.
Why do I have such a resting dick face? Like, what the fuck?
All right, carry on.
It's great.
I'm gonna go check on my girlfriend.
If she's still alive.
She's sitting on the ground,
Oh.
moaning in pain, going, "Why the hell did I jump out a window and break my leg?"
Yeah,
shit.
she's erased crispy. She made some snap, crackle, pop sounds when she fell out that window.
Fair.
Shit, do you have a healer? Should we call an ambulance?
Well,
I
Can't-
can help.
Chimera heal.
Except for
Please.
Chimera, you have many broken things.
Not to be that person, but could any of us just like take a stab at healing this person?
Not without
There's
the
that-
life sphere.
No, I have 0 life sphere. Yeah, no. I've got death sphere. That's not what we want.
That is not what we want.
But
I
we do
heal
have
you
a
by-
friend who's just chilling in there, apparently. Or
I heal you by killing the wound.
Let's end the pain. Not just kidding. That was bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside the chantry and tell them that Annette is injured and needs help.
So, Tony is boosting Tyler before he goes to bed.
Tony?
I hope you have nightmares, Tony. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thanks, Tony.
I
Yes,
could
it's-
use some healing too.
Bad Tony.
Bad Tony, bad.
So none of the other members of the chantry in the house did anything. No one came out. The other members.
Oh, they're all rushing around now trying to help Annette,
Oh.
but they're being background noise at the moment.
Okay.
But they
So
didn't
how
during
bad
the
is-
fight, no.
No. So how bad is Chimera at the moment? Like, what does he? Is he bleeding out
I've
from
got
everywhere?
7.
Yeah.
I have 7 lethal damage.
Oh. Okay.
It's clear his shoulder is broken, probably his right arm, his leg looks weird, and he just spit a lot of blood on the ground.
So I'm going to try to assist Chimera, assisting himself in healing himself. So I'm going to just
If
do
I
a very
die-
basic main spell of like he can't feel pain anymore.
If I die, I want an eco-friendly birth, please. Birth.
Oh, you
death,
You want one
murder.
of the eggs in a tree? I got you, dude. I have a cousin of a cousin who does that.
Yeah. I just I want to be a tree. No formaldehyde, please.
Tree, bones, got you. But we're gonna
Haunted
save you.
forest.
But
Yes, thank you.
we're gonna save you. But in case, I got you.
So yeah, physician, heal thyself.
Okay, rack it up.
With my internet like it is.
Elaine, will you please rack that up forever? That's a good point.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
No
That's
problems.
fine. Yeah.
What's your gnosis?
3.
3 of gnosis. I just put 10, sorry. 3.
Oh, I mean, you could put 10 if you want to. It's fine.
What's your life at?
1 dot. But it is my secondary arcana, so.
You can heal at 1 dot of life.
Yes, because my
Your path or something?
praxis is full or partial revive. I had something else.
All right, so it is your highest. It's not your highest arcanum, right?
Correct.
Okay, but it is a ruling.
I also have 1 dot in medicine. Don't know if that helps anybody.
Is it a road or a praxis?
Praxis.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Are you spending willpower?
Absolutely.
All right, so potency is at 1. Do you want to increase the potency?
Please explain.
So right now your potency 1. So if I'm not mistaken, you would only heal 1 health box. By reducing the number of dice you throw for the spell by increments of 2, you increase the potency by 1. So for example, if you want potency 2, it's minus 2 dice, potency 3 minus 4 dice, and so on.
Oof.
Right now you're stand at dice pool of 7, including the willpower spent. Now we're going to be adding yantras on top of that, so you're going to get additional dice to throw, but do you want to improve the potency to heal a little more?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
How much?
Oh, maybe 2 more dice boxes? Or 2 more check boxes for health?
So a total of 3?
Yes.
Okay, range is touch. Ritual casting, we need instant or else it doesn't really work. Duration is instant if I'm not mistaken. Okay, boom, yantras. High speech. Do you want to add a path tool or an order tool?
No, I had some in mind, but I don't remember if we discussed.
Okay, we're gonna go for the full thing here. Does this? All right, no witnesses other than us. All right, so no paradox roll, and you roll 7 dices.
Okay. One, 2. Ah, 3, but one of those is a 10, so I'm gonna re-roll. 7. Meh. Oh, wait a minute. I lied. I have 4 successes.
Nice. That's
I
a
thought that was
critical
a 6, but the line is under it, not on top of it.
It's a critical for a praxis.
Whew. Yeah, I didn't roll anything extra for that 10. It did not explode proper.
So that means you crit. So what you could do is spend that free reach to increase potency by an additional 1. So you would heal 4.
Oh, heck yes. That would be great. And
We missed the last half of that sentence. Go ahead, Ever. Say that again, Ever.
thank you for helping me with that.
Anytime. So like Chimera's body starts mending itself? Maybe? I don't know. How what do I see? What do I see?
You will see, very similar to how he healed others, is these the veins in his wrist begin to turn black, but like a blackish green, and these vines begin to sprout from his wrists and crawl across his entire body, digging the thorns in. And it especially wraps tightly around his chest and his wounded arm and his wounded shoulder. And then they start to dissolve and just poof away on the wind, starting from the wrist and going however far they went down his body.
So I help Chimera back up once I can see that he can walk.
Oh, thank you. That was a big help.
My pleasure.
Oh, I can breathe again. So, where's everyone else? Where'd they go?
Angelique is off making sure that someone can help Annette.
Now that Paimon actually touched the abyss, like literally had an abyssal experience, if you want to call it that, do I sense anything different out of Andromeda?
Can I do the same thing to Paimon?
What is it you're trying to do, Paimon?
Do I sense, since I've like had a literal connection now, like experience with the abyss, do I sense anything different out of Andromeda? Like what's in her mind? Ooh, dices.
Sorry. There are dices involved. That's scary.
I'm rolling your
Where's-
opposed rolls against each other.
That's good. I was about to say, I'm trying to find my dice map. I've moved stuff around, and I'm like ready.
Chase you to the stars.
Andromeda,
Yeah.
he's alone. But he's still
Okay.
trying to seek the same mysteries. Paimon. Something's changed, but it's heavily shielded and you can't tell what. She's real good at shielding herself. You're kind of surprised.
Yeah, magical and word practice. Practice. What up?
All right, so we have a choice to make. Atlantic Ocean, Mr. Juve.
I think we should probably get Mr. Juve.
And while saying that, I just stand over Annette and give her a look of like, yeah, okay. Angelique, any thoughts? Mr. Juve, Atlantic Ocean?
Ever.
Oh,
I love and hate you.
well, I can't believe I'm saying this. We should probably go save the cop.
Yeah, that makes you feel dirty.
But at least now he'll owe me one in case I ever need a favor, which doesn't seem like the worst plan in the world.
Mr. Chimera, thoughts?
I hate to agree, not because I hate to agree with Angelique, but I hate to agree that we should probably go find the cop.
All right. And Paimon's going to get close up to Andromeda and give her a look. And what about you? Mr. Juve or naval carrier?
Hmm. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about what you said earlier. I was thinking about what you said. He did go and, help me out with all that, Maybe I was just speaking out of fear and frustration and a migraine and you taking that ibuprofen from me. But yeah, I think we should probably go get Juve too.
With what just happened and what we've all seen you do, I don't think fear is on the table anymore on your part.
You also think maybe there's clues in that storage unit. It's obviously got something to do with this.
True.
That is a much better idea than figuring out a way to get into the Shadowlands.
Maybe something there will help you with that.
Wait! I've got to think. Yeah, no, that's true. Go ahead. I have to research a thing that I know that I have, but I remembered it, but I forgot I bookmarked it, and now I have to touch it again. Wait, never mind. It helps us when we're in Twilight. Go ahead.
All right, so let's go to the storage unit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, we have another major Table of Chaos roll, but we'll do it after you get into the storage unit, because that's more fun. Sec. We will jump to where you're actually at the storage unit. Except along the way, what are your transportation arrangements?
Oh, how did we get here? We took a cab, didn't we?
An Uber
Yeah.
is expensive.
Okay, so
Another Uber.
So, will Annette lend us a car?
Annette will lend you her car. She can't speak for anyone else's cars, and they don't have, a carpool here. Her car seats 2. Shocking. So who you taking with you, Angelique? It's a Porsche.
Ah.
Hey.
Whoever can get to the passenger side door first.
And it's got that badass reflective metallic purple color. So, who's going shotgun?
So, how do we know which storage unit it is?
It had the name, it was Gateway Storage, and it's number 37.
Great. So, I call an Uber. I have no drive.
I've got drive, I'm pretty sure.
But not a
I've got
car.
One drive.
You do have drive, but not a car. Not
I
yet.
mean-
Wait, there were other people here. Can we take their cars? They're dead.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that.
Oh my god.
You're dead. You don't need your
Okay,
car.
I was not going to suggest stealing from the dead, but I suppose
It's
that's an
not
option.
stealing. I mean, they were just gonna get repoed anyway. Like I'm thinking logically here. No one else seems to be.
I'm fine with taking a car from a dead person.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a Prius, actually.
Oh, I bet the cook, like I'm just countermanding myself right now, but I bet the cook has a relatively nice catering van.
So,
I'm not
Look.
sitting in the back of the van. I'll sit in the Porsche.
Actually, you feel like sitting in the back of the van might be a good idea on this ride. Being nice to your friends and all.
Yes, sure.
I would just like to point out, just because I'm a goth doesn't mean I'm not eco-friendly.
Okay,
Oh, God.
so then
I
we
think I
have...
saw that on Tumblr once.
Who took shotgun with Angelique?
I think Andromeda's driving with me.
No, Andromeda's in the back of the catering van. Seems
Right.
weird. Whatever.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Paimon.
Yeah, Chimera can drive the van.
All right. Here we go.
So along the way. Andromeda.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. You have a vision. It's a thing that happens to mages even when they're awake.
Mhm.
And I'll send you
Hey.
some of the details between sessions. But in that vision, you visit your watchtower, but much different. And in the end, you take a journey through the watchtower, and on the inside, you see Bob. Which again, I'll tell you between sessions.
Cool.
Bob is smiling and looks happy and pleased. Not like superior, just like your friends look when you make them happy. And holds out a diadem to you covered in black, glistening diamonds for you to put on.
Cool. I would like that. It's shiny.
In the dream vision, you put on the black, glistening diadem, and it sinks into your head and disappears. Please erase your wisdom and set joining to 1.
You made it before me. No.
So I raise my wisdom and I do what to 1? What to 1?
It's called joining now. You no longer have wisdom.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Alan, but she gazed into the abyss and was made a deal for the diadem.
Well, technically speaking, we haven't played my Onero's part yet.
Nope, we haven't. I've got different plans for you.
Ooh.
So,
I thought I was shady.
whenever you cast spells now, you can corrupt your own imagos, Andromeda, intentionally with Paradox. And you can choose to not release it. You can choose to store it in your pattern and force it on people at a later date of your choosing as conditions, or onto the environment as a weapon, like I do on Fridays.
Oh.
To create anomalies
Yeah.
on the fly.
So you're
Also-
a Nasnasi now.
He told me I didn't know enough consonants to say the name, but yes.
Actually, she accepted the diadem. She's Balim.
Oh, damn, it's even worse. Okay.
Yeah. I would stay out of order houses from now on.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
You can also dispel magic with the abyss now. And counterspell magic with the abyss. And if any of your companions, and this is how they're going to think that you're useful and this is all a good, positive, happy thing. Whenever their paradox unleashes, you can take it from them and store it yourself and save everyone.
I'm just so I love helping people.
Exactly.
I love helping people. It's fine. Peace and love, friends.
And then you're going to gain a persistent condition, but we'll figure that out between sessions too.
I love it. Thank you.
So,
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Paimon.
Listen, you're new to this city. So am I.
Please
You just
subtract.
got here.
Paimon, please subtract 1 wisdom and make a wisdom check.
Subtract 1 wisdom and
Make a wisdom check
So,
at the new level if it changes.
ah,
So 3 dice, I don't think it changes.
so wisdom goes down to here, and it's still 3 dice.
Yeah.
1 success.
Right, you don't lose the second die. But yes, you know what you did.
Oh yeah.
Also, both of you gain arcane beats. 2 each.
Ding.
Oh, does anyone
And-
gain an arcane beat for seeing the
Yes.
Goetia that is not?
You all gain 4 arcane beats for both of the summons, the vampires, and the werewolves.
Oh wow.
So that dings me to 4.
4, 5, 6, yeah. You got 6 arcane beats just now.
1, 2, ding. 3, then 2, 2. So then that puts it at. Okay, got it. I remember I had to learn math again recently, so yeah.
And you arrive at the storage unit. For now,
Get out of the
Andromeda,
car.
until we figure out your permanent condition, just talk about the stars a lot and how you really enjoy the cold emptiness of space when you're role-playing.
Yeah. Got it. Like,
And
yeah,
every now
like-
and then accidentally say we when referring to yourself.
Out of character, is Andromeda possessed by Tav?
No.
I was about to say,
It's
I really
so
want
much
them to
worse
meet
than
now.
that.
No.
So Paimon gets out of the car and waits for the others.
Oh, Andromeda's right up there hanging by Paimon right now.
You do feel very comfortable next to each other, more so than the rest of them.
You know what you did.
Of course, it was voluntary.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know. I had dinner and everything.
All right, who has the key?
Chimera, I
I
think.
do.
Or no, Angelica, right? Angelique.
Please.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do the honors.
You open the storage unit, and it's full of stuff that hits your eyeballs with your mage sight, your peripheral. It glows, and it's shiny, and it's warm, and you want to hold it all.
Are there any books?
There are books, because the other, if Zach's listening, major chart of chaos roll was beneficial magic items for the party that will fuck you later.
Yay! Oh no.
But not today.
wanna-
Today it's all good.
I want to go up to some of the books that are there and look. Like, what are the chances that maybe there's a book that I've seen before? Just
So, there's a camera just radiating fate. Like an old Polaroid, the big clunky ones. It looks like in one display case up against the back wall, it's clearly the prized display case of the storage unit. It looks like it's supposed to be a set. And there's supposed to be 7 pieces because there's slots for them in the foam, but only 3 pieces are in the container. Even the container is magical. The container has space magic radiating off of it in Prime.
love that Prime.
The artifacts are a set of 3D glasses, kind of like Doctor Who. A lucky rabbit's foot. And a rather large talisman you'd wear over your neck, but like a big one, like a disc that sits on your chest, radiated with interconnecting, interlocking circles and triangles.
I want to touch that one.
And yes, there is a grimoire in here, a big one. Like, with the metal cover and the metal clasp holding it locked shut.
Ooh. Ooh.
And a pair of crossed short swords. It looks like slightly curved blades, but not quite fully curved. Like, when you look at them, Andromeda, they radiate twilight. When you look at them, Chimera, they radiate spirit.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going for the camera.
Okay. You enjoy holding it, like the fate magic makes you feel tingly and happy. If your mana is not full, was not full before, it is now.
Yay.
If your willpower was not full before, it is now.
Yay.
You really want to take pictures.
Yes, that was. I'm going to take a picture of the other 3 people.
If only you were here, Zach. You take the picture and you wait for the Polaroid to come clear while you shake it.
I do not like my picture taken, Angelique.
Andromeda saw it happening posed.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Yeah, but like, okay, so I know it's really outdated, but I feel like a bit of my spirit gets stolen every time I get my picture taken.
Superstitious mumbo jumbo.
How do you
Well,
get
yeah, but
security cameras?
You control
For a brief minute, it's really
spirits.
weird. You hear like horns way, way off in the distance, like old-timey hunting horns. That was weird. Sure, it's nothing.
Oh, God.
the fuck was that?
The pictures come out, Angelique. You can see it now.
Mhm.
Really fucking good picture of the three of them. Like 4K resolution from a Polaroid. Something in the background. It's weird. You could maybe squint at it to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
It's like instead of the back wall of the storage unit, in one spot in the back wall of the storage unit, like way in the background, because we're gonna say the door was still open in the unit you're in. It's like wall, weird swirly portal covered in thorns, and a carriage coming out of it. I'm sure it's nothing.
Hey, check this out.
Take a look at the picture.
What is that?
Can I do an occult roll?
Sure. Go for it. Plus
I-
intelligence.
Would also like to do the same thing.
Sure. 8 again for you, Angelique.
Oh, neat.
I too am rolling.
Nothing.
Okay.
No successes.
Okay. Go ahead, Chimera.
I guess I should too.
One success.
I'll do it as well. So just
Nines
roll
are
a
my
cult?
number tonight.
Since it's not fully in the side anymore, Bob's like, oh, I know what that is.
So, oh, cool.
I haven't seen that camera in a long time.
Hey, Bob, what is that? What is that thing?
Can I hear her speaking to
No,
herself? and
this is
saying
Brain.
Bob. Oh, it's Brain. Okay.
This is Brain thinks.
Okay.
This
It's
Bob
Just a-
telling Bob telling me's over there.
Inner narrative.
Inner narrative. I didn't know. We'll take.
Also, I really enjoy how you named this strange unseen entity Bob.
He told me it was too many consonants.
She asked
you
his
go.
name, its name, and it said, "There's too many consonants for your tongue." She said,
Mhm.
"Fine, I'm going to call you Bob," and he's like, "It's cool."
The Chupacabra has.
Chupacabra.
Yep. I saw that. I approve.
Yeah. Andromeda is also very much into the
You-
shapes talisman.
You feel like that answer you got in the side there was very understated. Like, how bad's a
Cool.
nuclear explosion? Oh, blows up a building. So, do
Maybe
you
we
say
should-
anything to them?
Well, maybe let's put that down and look at other things. Good picture though. That could go on a fridge. That would be nice.
So, one of my aspirations is to steal something magical. So
So, you're taking that camera?
I'm keeping the camera.
Yeah.
Chimera's gonna kind of like put his hand out and just kind of sense all the like different things and see if there's anything that's particularly calling to him.
Oh, and I didn't hear the result of your occult roll, Chimera.
Oh, one success. It was a 9. I think 9's like me today. Which makes
Something
me
to do with changelings and the hedge.
Are we stealing stolen things?
But with one success, you're like, I heard how that works once. Something about, I don't know, how the changelings become changelings. You can't remember.
Depicted in that picture somehow? I'm not really sure what, why, how, but that's the hedge. That's the fairy spot.
Oh, that's where we need to get the angel milk from, right?
You're never gonna let me live that down. No, that is the Aether. Aether Angel.
Oh, I know that place.
Right, but you need to get like something for the pancakes from there.
Yeah, something about water and honey and something.
Well, I guess thanks to the camera, we know, possibly hint.
Do we though?
Maybe you'll find some hints in the picture if you study it real good.
Yeah.
Can I have that picture? Maybe?
Sure. So I'll hand it to Chimera, and then I'm gonna go to like where the portal looked like it was on the far wall, and just like examine it.
The fate magic with your peripheral mage sight is overwhelming, almost blinding, just with peripheral. The amount of energy here is... you've never sensed anything like that before. Also, you can sense that the immediate area around it is like leaking fate into it. Like, luck is wildly unpredictable in an area around it.
Shit. This is cool.
You could examine it deeper with your mage sight.
That's probably a bad idea, so yes, I'm going to.
It actually doesn't hurt your wisdom at all, so you don't have to worry about that. It may affect your dice rolls for a couple sessions, though. We'll see. You look deeply into it, and you see that, yes, this was a portal. That's weird, though. It's like, you've heard of the hedge, obviously, because of the kind of mage you are. This doesn't seem like it was portaling from there. It's from somewhere deeper than the hedge. You remember you may have visited this place once in a dream when you climbed a tower covered in thorns to attain your magic. And the amount of energy coming off of it is blinding. Like, it hurts to look at, like looking directly into the sun, even with sunglasses on. And it's all coalesced and centered around one thing that came through the portal. Just one. You've never seen anything that powerful before.
What's it centered on?
The spot where it came out of the portal.
Oh, so just like there's not an actual object there.
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't feel like this was an object, more like a person. Came from somewhere deeper than the hedge, more powerful than anything you've ever sensed. It's a person in a carriage with horns. Make that a cult roll again.
Can I spend willpower on this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, good. A 10 and a 9.
So, the next 2 sessions, just chapters, stories, whatever you want to call them in parlance of Chronicles of Darkness, every one of your rolls benefits as if you'd spent willpower even though you don't. But that camera summons keepers.
Shit.
That was a beautiful
Okay.
carriage. Right, so wonder what else is in this cool place.
Out of
I wanna
character.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ever.
Out of character, Rachel. What have you done?
Something really cool and something really chaotic.
Ultimate chart of chaos roll. So, speaking of which, who hasn't damned the party yet this session? I think it's Alan's turn.
Really? Okay.
D12.
So I'm on D12. Oh no.
We got a third chart of chaos
I
roll.
forgot about
What?
that.
We've
Thank
only
you for
done
your
2.
donation.
D12.
Oh,
All right. Here we go. 7.
I already did that this session. Roll again. That was the
Okay.
vampires and werewolves.
9.
9. I'm so sorry, Rachel.
Oh.
Your phone buzzes, Rachel. And
Okay.
for you, Spank, my Betty, the roll happened this session, but the consequences won't fully kick in until next, but it's definitely happening right now. It's a text. It's a text from Annette.
Yeah?
My time with you was amazing, and you were one of the best lovers I've ever had. But I feel like you're the kind of person who doesn't stay interested in a relationship unless there's a little chaos, a little challenge, a little drama to keep you interested. Am I right? Can't let things get stale and boring, because then you just move on.
Angelique will text back, you have my attention.
Good. Just remember, I love you. And then it's a text screenshot of her phone. It's a text to Anonymous, but you can tell from the context. It's that last hunter that you threw off but didn't kill. And she's like, yeah, here's how you find them. Here's how you can connect to my friend Angelique. You rolled heel turn. Closest NPC to the party turns on you for no reason. She has given the hunters all of your descriptions, magical auras, cell phones. All of it.
Oh, sweet.
What? Why?
Oh, a heads up, I think I'm playing Pink Panther with Annette right now.
Can you please elaborate?
So you've seen the Pink Panther movie where, like, the Pink Panther, like, hires this guy to, randomly attack him to make sure he stays sharp?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Angelique is doing to us right now.
That's not love, that's abuse.
That's fine.
Are you
what?
are you into that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, totally. This is gonna be amazing.
I'm so happy for you. Except, also, it's just you, right?
Oh no, she's looping you three into, which is, why I'm giving you a heads up.
And you.
I did not consent to you guys' kink, okay? This is not... I did not.
So, Chimera, I hear you. You gotta take it up with the Task Force Valkyrie guy now.
The what?
Great.
Wait, is that accurate? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Great.
It looks like me and Nanette will need to have a little chat when we go back.
Or you perform really well and you get another promotion.
I'm not getting promoted around here. All I seem to be doing is getting dead. I don't want any more of that.
I heard
Right,
third
but you
time's a
learn
charm.
Cool things every time you die, right?
Does Paimon know that he befouled this? Like, he voluntarily did it, right? But he knows what the repercussions are, right?
Yes, but not fully, because no one's ever told you how it ends. But you were told don't do the thing because it turns you into a Sith Lord.
But yeah, when Angelique said promotion, I'm like, promotion? I don't think there's going to be any more promotions for me. With the lather, that is. All right.
So, there's more stuff to loot. Maybe it'll help you not die.
Oh.
Chimera's
that
gonna...
medallion- Oh, go ahead, Chimera.
Chimera's just gonna kind of go in the center of the storage unit and kind of just like close his eyes and feel around him mage-illy.
Are you trying to... You can recover a point of willpower for that. Are you trying to,
Yes!
feel the most powerful thing or the thing that was most connected to you?
The thing most connected to him.
Let's see. The grimoire.
He'll open his eyes and go, book! And just kind of like scramble over to it and pick it up.
Okay. Andromeda, you
Yes.
walk on over to the medallion.
Yes.
You pick it up. Well, first, how are you going to get in
This-
that display case that's magically sealed with Prime?
I'm sure I have something. Oh, I also, can I just try? Never mind. That would be for non-magical things, wouldn't it? I'm thinking out loud. I have a prime thing that does something. I know it do.
Bob says, Paimon can open this. Medallion's really for him anyways.
Oh, that's what's for me. Green think.
You should take the rabbit's foot.
And it's in the case as well.
Yep, the rabbit's foot, the giant disc diadem, and the 3D glasses.
Cool. But the rabbit's foot, Bob wants me to have that. Okay.
That's what he said.
All right. Although I do like the shiny. The crown's not for me. The diadem. That works.
Not a crown, it's a giant necklace.
No, a diadem goes on your head.
Did I say diadem the second time? Too many notes. It's disc. It's a
Disc. Never mind. Don't want it. Only want
Okay.
crowns. Crowns only. So. Yeah, okay. Can anyone open this here? Just prods the case.
Okay, look to where she's pointing.
You're aware you could because you can do space. All you got to do is create a connection to the lock with any one of your keys.
Keys?
All you need's a key, and you can make that key connected to this lock with a spell, and bam!
Whoa. I turn to Angelique and I go, can I have the key, please, to the shed? Well, to this storage space. And I,
Yeah, because Angelique's on her phone.
Flirting.
Contingency
Sending
plans. No,
gifts.
not flirting. Well, kind of flirting because she's making contingency plans to get away from the hunters.
good.
Thank you.
So you just kind of
So-
toss him the key abstractedly. Okay.
Yeah.
To create connections, I need space at 3 and I'm at 2.
The
You
rote that
need-
lets you pick locks with space is a little too. You can't do it as a
Remote
rote.
control, right?
No,
No.
it's
There's another thing I have. What does that matter? That's remote control.
there's a lock picking rote, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's at 2 dots.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, what the hell is that called? You know, you
So
could do that as an
basically-
on-the-fly spell.
Yeah. You're talking about break boundary. Okay.
That's the one.
Then I don't actually need the key.
Oh, okay, excellent.
So I will do that.
Has a resistive
is
1
it-
when you rack it up.
Is it locked from the inside of the...
No, but it's a magical lock, so you have a resistive 1.
Okay.
And it also means just larceny wouldn't be enough.
Space. 2, and you said a resistance of 1. Okay, next. Oh, that's
Angelique,
fine.
would you please make a larceny or subterfuge roll plus wits?
Okay. Wits plus 3. Okay. Uh, 110.
You're looking around and like you've only been focusing on that handful of magic stuff. You're looking around and you're like, huh. Because the room is loaded, the storage unit is loaded with like treasures, finger quotes. Just like random loot. It's like bolts of silk over there, and like some really rare herbs over there, and like over here's a pile of lesser to medium value gems and gemstones, like big old amethyst cut down the middle. Juve is a goddamn robber just like you. These are from heists. And you're guessing a lot of these were done just for fun. Perhaps even to see if he could.
My opinion of him dramatically changes in this instant.
No one else puts that together. You all assume this is somebody else's place.
So I had a chance die paradox, and it's not a success.
Okay.
And I have 8 dices for the spell itself. Okay. Boom. 2 successes.
You manage to bypass the magical lock, which actually has nothing to do with the actual lock itself. And you pop the display case open.
I open it and I look at Andromeda, and and he says, "Here you are, love."
Right, thank you. He kind of looks and kind of does the similar-ish thing to what Chimera did. Because,
The rabbit's foot.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. I haven't seen one of these since I was a kid. Grabs the rabbit's foot.
Any of you watch the TV show Supernatural?
Yes.
Yeah. You pick up the rabbit's foot and you feel real fucking lucky. Don't ever lose it.
Got it. Takes it and just...
Well, yes,
Right,
Zach,
just-
this one's because of you. Alright, Paimon, you want that disc?
Well, I'll just go wherever I feel the pull is the strongest.
The disc is most connected to you, what you do.
I pick it up, and I'm like, "What are you?" And I
When
put
you
it
pick
on.
it up, little bits of energy shoot through the designs and then like sink into your hands, and for a second you can see your veins glow. It's like an orange color. Like, yeah, I want to put this on. This is great.
Put it on.
From now on, anytime you cast any space spell, 2 free reaches.
Wow.
Sure, there's no negative side effect whatsoever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's still 3D glasses and swords.
Are there any other types of books around? Just
Yeah, there's books in here, and a lot of them look rare, but they're not supernatural grimoires.
yeah. I'd still would like to just kind of walk around watching what everyone else is picking up and picking up a book and
There's a
Taking it.
Carl Sagan Astronomy First Edition in here.
oh, I would take that.
Okay.
Any other
Signed.
Oh, I'd take that. Because them stars though. But also, so I would take that, and then anything Breaking Dawn, toss, just kind of grabbing any of the other just random books that I'm yeah, just
Every book in
Taking
here is a first edition. Most are signed.
most are signed. Trying to think.
They're all hardcovers too, so you can't just stuff paperbacks in your pocket.
I would just find whatever one who was just kind of this one's bloated. Just toss it onto the top of the shelf, maybe for someone else to get it.
Any
Just kind of-
bones?
Hmm?
Any bones?
There's no bones in here. At least not just piles of bones laying around. Except for one thing. A really weird looking skull. It's like what Hellboy would look like if it was his skull. Seems authentic.
I will very hesitantly poke it with my mageness.
It's not magical in and of itself, but it seems like the thing that the thing it once belonged to was. It's a trophy of a bygone time.
Yeah, I think I'll leave that right there. Don't want to piss off whatever it belonged to.
Anybody good with melee?
Define good with. I mean, the swords just
Any
look
dots
cool.
at all in the actual skill.
Yeah,
I have 2 dots in weaponry.
That's the one I meant, sorry.
I have no.
Yeah, so you could use the swords or save them for Juve. I don't remember what his dots are.
Oh, Juve.
Uh,
Wait. Oh, you said that they
Hey.
were shiny with death, right?
And spirit.
You know, when we go get the cop, unless you want them, they're shiny. Sorry.
If you investigate them with your death sight, you actually figure out it's not that they're connected to death, it's that they can hit twilight creatures and ephemeral spirits.
Hey.
They can hit things that don't have bodies.
that is going to be really helpful.
I mean, we've had demons and angels try to blow us up.
Yeah.
And we can punish Pancake.
You could also
Pancake's gonna
give one to
bite.
Chimera because Chimera has a dot of weaponry, or you can keep both, it doesn't matter. It's not a set, it's just there's 2 of them. Probably whoever forged these was a dual wielder.
You feel like being twin blades?
That's up to you, Angelique.
Sure.
You each get a short sword. Angelique, yours hits dead things. Chimera, yours hits spirits.
Perfection. We gotta come up with some sort of like thing, you know, when we pull out the blades and be like, yay, sword twins. I
Voltron!
watched too much anime, I'm sorry.
I just think of like the Wonder Twins, but I mean, that's just like, you know, Boomerang. That was my channel.
That just leaves the 3D glasses. But you could
What
just
do we
leave
see?
here. I'm sure none of these things have terrible side effects.
What do we sense off the 3D glasses? Did they? What was their vibe check?
Time.
Time vibe check.
I'm good at time. I'll pick them up.
You just gonna stick them on like you took a picture with the camera?
Yeah, why not?
Angelique just
That
disappears.
turned out okay.
Okay. So, you put them on, and you look around. What do you look at specifically? Just pick something or make something up in your head that's in the room.
I'm gonna look at the really cool herbs.
Really cool herbs. You actually see the herbs in reverse order from present state to this. Go from being picked to being in the ground to growing to being seeds. Post cognition.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna risk a look at Chimera.
Oh my god.
You see Chimeras repeat the last 5 minutes of his actions in exact detail.
Help her back.
He just kind of his ear and then stops
Huh.
and picks his ear and stops, picks his ear and stops.
All right, so I'm gonna do something probably kind of dumb and look at where the portal was.
Okay. I'll give you the description between now and next week, and then we'll give it to the audience next week too. But you see the carriage exit the portal, and you see the keeper get out in all of its magnificent glory. Look directly at you. Smile, whisper something to the 2 attendants that full livery, old-fashioned fox hunters. they nod at her, and they both do something weird. And, like, you know they marked you somehow. And then, like, through the magic floating across the air towards you, watch her. When she's ready, she's mine. I need new toys.
I'm gonna keep that to myself for now.
And then they just kind of fade away.
I'm gonna keep that to myself, but you will see, and she'll go like, "Oh yes, and we will play too."
Then what do you do?
I've got 3 artifacts. I'm happy.
Okay. What are you gonna do with the glasses?
Keep them.
Yeah, but where?
Oh, probably just in, like, a jacket pocket.
That'd be nice if you could take them off.
Okay. That's fun.
Until you figure out how to break that curse, anytime you want to see the actual present, you have to make a willpower roll.
What?
Or you see what just happened the round before. Be careful crossing the street.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so the rest of you'll see Angela go to take the glasses off and like, oh shit.
What is? Are they glued to your face or something?
Essentially. Yeah, they're not coming off.
Well, that's an interesting development.
Oh boy.
Are they like giving you a problem seeing anything? Like, you good?
Wait, so she sees the past, but are each lens a different color?
Yep, blue and red. Straight up David Tennant Doctor Who glasses.
Nice.
Too much.
Yeah, I could see the past, kind of.
Kind of.
You can hear and feel all your other 4 senses are in the present, but your eyes are always around behind. The plus side is you can use post-cognition on demand. The downside is in a round-by-round situation, you gotta roll willpower every round or react to the previous round.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna spend
Hope
it.
they don't
Just
get
gotta
into a
roll it.
fight. All right,
Well-
it seems we all have something except for, well, Mr. Jeeves, which we have to kind of find now.
Investigation plus intelligence now that someone remembered why you're actually here.
You know, I'm gonna have words with him about these glasses.
So you said what's investigation?
Investigation.
Intelligence and
intelligence?
investigation,
Oh.
yep.
Is that just for him?
Investigation.
You can all roll to pull your successes.
Investigation and intelligence.
I
And
got
that's
a
a
single
10 again.
success, and that was a 9 again.
Is it a
Nice.
10?
Three successes for me.
Wait.
Yeah, 10s explode.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I didn't click the thing right.
2 for me.
It's not working either. Okay, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do this the other way. Blah. And then with these. So that's 2 successes.
So that's a total of 8 successes, of which 4 of them were removed because Juve is very good at covering his own tracks. So you got 4 successes, which is enough. Essentially, you realize that he once had a partner. And you don't know exactly what, but something went terribly wrong at some point a few years ago. He lost the partner, and I don't just mean it was his police partner, but I also mean his heist partner. It's like Clooney losing Pitt. So it affected him greatly. And that's what started his decline to the sarcastic burnout he is now. And it appears he hasn't been to this place since because it was him and his partners, not just his alone. However, someone managed to figure out where it was and broke in. The dead partner didn't like that and assumed that Juve was finally going to come back and raid the place and take all these fetters away. So he went to have words with Juve, and apparently the conversation went poorly, and they fought and ended up in Twilight.
So
However,
his
that grimoire tells you how to open portals to Twilight.
So his partner came back for revenge, it seems, if I'm gathering things correctly.
And sucked him back to Twilight.
Spaghetti. Spooky spaghetti. Well.
The grimoire, by the way, Chimera, is the only thing that's not cursed. And it has every road in the book for spirit and death and prime.
Hey.
Treasure.
All of them?
All of them. So you can use this to learn the roads. You can also, if you have enough Arcanum yourself, just cast the spell out of the book as a road as if you knew it, if you're holding the book.
Really? Like anything like 1 through 3 prime?
1 through
Like-
5 if you had the dots.
Oh, but I don't have 5 dots, but I have 3
Not yet.
dots. Assume.
Got to be holding the book, though, and
damn.
there's some other minor detriments to using the book. It slows you down a little bit. But yes,
Detriments, whatever.
that's how grimoires work. Correct.
Huh.
Which means it has the
Interesting.
portal, which means it has the Twilight portal wrote in there. However, you need someone with enough death to cast it.
That would be Juve, unfortunately.
Sure, you could find someone else. You're not
I'm
the
sure
only
we can
mages
find
in the
someone
city.
else who
Exactly.
can open a gate to Twilight. All right, so I suggest that we take all our nice goodies and go back to the manor.
And as we close for the session, the last thing that happens is you take your magical goodies. Chimera climbs in the van. Angelique climbs in the car. And there's heavy traffic. And Chimera hits a red light and Angelique keeps going. Which makes the
Oh,
two of
shit.
you feel terrible when the swords are pulled apart.
Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be a lot worse.
And once again, Ever froze on the perfect meme face.
Oh
So,
no!
for every mile that the swords are separated, you both lose 1 dice from all pools. Everything.
Oh,
If
Oh.
not the swords are separated, but you're separated from each other when you're each holding a sword.
aw, you're BFFs now.
It's correct.
I guess I'm just hooking up with Ever in every mage game now.
And you did that, not me. And that's where we end this week's session until next week. So much charity chaos. I love it.
I love it.
Aside from the internet gremlins, it's been a blast.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, we seem to have nuked them in the second half, so that's nice.
Yeah, we came back strong, looks like. All right. Well, dear viewers, we've given in to our pride and exceeded our reach, and thus must end this tale for the week, before the paradox consumes us all. We'll return next week to drag the secrets of the Supernal into the light and take their power for our own. We thank you for daring to follow us into the dark as we chased our obsessions, and hope you'll join us again next time. If you'd be so kind as to click follow here on Twitch as well as subscribing on YouTube, we'd be in your debt. Special thanks tonight to our patrons and Twitch subscribers. You help make our quality better, our cosplay sharper, and help us feed all the many pets, and there's a lot. Special thanks also to everyone who donated for those 3 major chaos rolls. and spank my Betty for those future crit success and fails. You guys are the best ever. Let everyone know what the next milestone is in 99 bucks from now. I put Ever on the spot. Ever
did you
didn't
say
have it
something
open.
to me?
Yep.
Oh
gonna
no,
have you-
I
you
did,
do have
but
it?
my computer froze.
Oh no.
So it wasn't my computer, it was my internet, so Zoom. But the next milestone is ugly pajama holidays, where Space Lord PJs wears horrible holiday PJs. For how long?
All of November and all of December, multiple sets.
Ooh.
Every stream. It's already got some lined up, and they're kind of amazing. Many thanks also to Astral Tabletop, which we use for our virtual gaming space, at Nate Mid for our custom Chronicle of Darkness character sheets, and to Ghost Stories Incorporated, me, you, and Darren Curtis music for the awesome tunes gracing our ears in this tale. Awakened Seekers, tell the viewers who you are and in what supernal realms they can find you between now and next week, and harass you with other charity donations.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me at Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. You will see me tomorrow at Plastic Age Plays, where we wrap up our Ravenloft adventure and pick Clyde, one of our players, because she got an amazing new job in Japan. We will miss her. And then Thursday, I will be running Changeling over at the Onyx Path channel. And then I will be back here for a doubleheader on Friday. We're going to be playing Contagion in the afternoon, and then more Ravenloft in the evening. And then Sunday, Starlight and Smoke, which apparently everybody has been saving their nickels for.
That's what I hear.
That'll be fun. So come watch the chaos there. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern, back here on Purple Tales. And that's it.
Forking.
They're saving it for vampire.
Yes, apparently.
Rachel made comments early on about, oh no, vampire game is doomed. Hey, I don't have to play tonight. And like 5 people said, oh, we'll just wait till next week then.
Yeah. It's gonna be, oh god.
I'm afraid.
I mean, it ended with chaos, so... Your cars are on fire and you're in a national park full of werewolves.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Okay. Hey everybody, I have been Chimera. You can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever. And you can find me on Etsy at Neat and Co Designs, where I have just put 13 new stickers in my shop. So enjoy. They are vinyl. They are waterproof. I know this because I poured water on one of the beautifully printed stickers just to make sure that I wasn't screwing anybody over. So yes, I have done the experiments and done the thing with the stickers that you can find now. There will be more added. And yes, there is Baby Baphomet up there for those of you who are fans of Billy.
Hello, my name is Mare, and I am Oh Hello Mare here on Twitch and Twitter. Next time you can find me online will be tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a variety games day, an hour on each game for a bunch that viewers have chosen. And then I will be here again on Vorpal Tales to be tortured as my beautiful, lovely Promethean Essie in our Contagion game. Please don't be too mean to her. She's too nice for this world. Little cinnamon bun. But yeah, find me on Twitch and Twitter. Love to have you around.
Hey everyone, I'm Alan, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter as the Eldritch Keeper. You can find me next, which is tomorrow, for Fallout game. Fallout game tomorrow, and then you can find me on Saturday for Simbaroom and Sunday for Unknown Armies.
Fallout is the last of
Yes,
Zach's.
it is the last.
Not only that, but it's also the last of Zach's opening. Actually, no, you've got 2 Fallouts left, don't you? Or is tomorrow the last one? Can't remember. Either way, that's the last of Zach's open the game with a major roll of chaos, so that'll be interesting. And now for our Ride or Die viewers, it's vote time. Viewers can vote for any one player each session. Your vote from the viewers counts as 3 bonus die to any roll, and players, your votes as usual are worth 1 arcane and 1 standard beat. Begin.
Oh, goodness. I am always caught off guard by voting. I'm gonna vote for Alan for just going full dark side.
Thank you.
Everyone definitely deserves a thing. I want to give it. Wait, no, Alan, your Goetia ate my earth and spirit thing. And I give you that point because I don't want it to eat me. Here, take it. Please don't eat me.
The lunch
Aha.
money method. I see.
I see. Bribes are coming in now.
Yeah. I 1000% have to give it to Rachel for Angelique. Just going full in, going full klepto, and facing the consequences of full klepto. I dig it.
Thank you. I will probably need the votes to
Yeah, that's
help.
yeah.
Cat.
Kitty.
My turn, right? Oh,
Yep.
wow. Difficult. For today, I guess I will be giving the my vote for for slowly but surely joining me on the path to the dark side, even though she kind of got there before me.
Okay, they promised me the stars. I couldn't help it.
That's perfectly fine.
Excellent. And aspirations. Who got all aspirations? We'll start with
I
Angelique.
got so many.
Angelique, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so I wanted to steal something magical.
Success.
Yeah. I wanted to meet a more strange creatures. I feel like I
Success.
updated this. Okay. And I want to outwit a keeper is my obsession.
Yeah, now you've got that chance. You've made.
Yeah.
You get one arcane beat for making progress towards that.
Neat.
Andromeda.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I had a vision. That was one of my long-term aspirations.
So that means, I think that one was specific to a certain kind of vision, wasn't it?
Mm-mm. Just long-term, have a vision.
Oh, okay. So
my
take the beat,
obs-
and now you need a new long term.
Yeah, I'll get that. I threw a book. I purposefully was trying to throw books.
Yes, you did.
Yep. So what does that give me?
Another
Okay.
regular beat, so that's 2.
Okay, and I have an obsession of speaking to the oldest being, and that is a long-term obsession with that. And given my conversations with Bob,
You can
Is
have
that-
one arcane beat for that, but it's not fulfilled yet. That's progress towards the goal.
progress towards it. Got it. So I've got to pick a new long-term
You've gotta-
and another short-term.
Yeah, and you have to convince Bob to introduce you to older spirits. Who can
I'm-
introduce you to older spirits? What could go wrong?
I mean, Bob was the one who decided to set up residence in my head, and he didn't realize who I was. So
You invited him. That's what he said.
that's what he said. But you know, like I've been on a lot of Tinder dates, so we'll figure out how this goes.
Chimera.
Oh my god, Tinder dates. I don't think any of my aspirations were fulfilled unless, well, Gothic Snow White would be animals, not the land. So
Yeah, that didn't happen yet.
should have thought that one through. Summon all the creatures.
I am waiting for that. Just like squirrels and birds, and everyone's like, "Oh, how cute!" And then they swarm and kill.
That's the goal.
Okay, Paimon.
All right, so both of my short aspirations. My first one was summon a Goetia. And number 2, befoul a spell.
Success.
I need 2 new aspirations.
Yeah, I'm making a note.
Okay. And then you all get 2 regular beats also for the regular session. Loaded up on beats today.
You cut out all of a sudden, Tyler.
Because I hit the mute button. And with that, dear audience, though... Oh, did you hear me when I said you get your 2 regular beats?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. We must relieve you to release our paradox until next week, when we should be less gremlin-ized. Stay tuned for our one-shot of V5 beginning in less than an hour, and we'll see you then.
Ooh.
Good night.
Oh boy.